Okay. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I've been wanting to do a video for a while now, and it's weird because I haven't talked out loud in this place, and so hearing my, like right now when I was about to like get myself to start talking, I was just, I couldn't. But anyways, so I've been wanting to do a video for months now, about, and I'm here because I feel like this is like the best lighting, and I've been sitting a lot today, and so I wanted to be able to stand, and yeah. And I keep looking over here because I have the little thingy, little display thing. So okay, so this video that I wanted to make was about it's about like, I guess, overcoming shyness. And the way that I'm acting right now, maybe it's like, maybe not, maybe it's the same, but so I'm gonna try and make this short, but I don't know. Okay, so I used to be really, really, really shy. You couldn't pay me to talk. I remember that an instance where I was kind of showed how shy I was when I remember I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I was in the kitchen, and in order for me to go, okay, from the kitchen to go to the room, you had to go through the living room and then the room. And so I was in the kitchen, and then during that time, my parents' friend, my dad's friends came over, and so usually whenever I would hear like knocking at the door, my instinct was to run to hide. Anytime somebody came over, my instinct was to run and hide. And so then I was in the kitchen, and then they just knocked and came in or something and caught me off guard, and I was in the kitchen, so I couldn't hide. I was cornered. And so what I did was there was there was a window in the kitchen, and I had a curtain. So what I was doing was that I got behind the curtain, and the window was like from your waist up, and so the curtain it didn't go all the way down to the floor. And so I got behind the curtain, but you could still see my feet, like my waist all the way down to my feet. And so I was behind the curtain, pretending to be looking out into, outside, and just kind of there waiting to see, I don't know, for the people because they came in and they were just going from person to person, saying hi to each one, and there I was behind the curtain, and so I heard one of the kids from my dad's friend. She was like a teenager and I was 11 and whatever. And I heard her asking my brother, who was like in the kitchen too, like, what is she doing? And then he's basically saying, yeah, she's trying to hide from you. Like, look at like how stupid she looks. And then I was over here, you know, and then when I heard that, I just opened it and I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm looking outside or whatever. And so that was like, yeah, just kind of shows how much I would go out of my way to like hide. And then fast forward, I guess, to college. When I was a freshman, I remember I was so shy that I had basically, when I would just go from class to the library, and then I remember when I would walk from class to class, I would literally just look down onto the floor. I couldn't be walking, you know, in the crowd, everybody, you know, walking between their classes. And just like a lot of people just walking, and especially during lunchtime. And I would try and make myself look up, but I just couldn't. I just had to just look down and have my headphones in, listening to music, and just, because I couldn't look at people in the eye. I just felt so, it's like just taking in everybody's eyes and just having to like, and never just look away. I don't know. And so I remember that, yeah, I couldn't do that. And also during lunchtime, I remember that, well, not during lunchtime, because it's during your classes whenever you have time to eat. But I remember during that time when I was gonna, I want to eat something, I would go around looking for like a table that's by itself, like in the food court, but they were all taken. And so I remember going to like other little places under a tree, like not in the food court, but outside in the rest of the campus to be able to sit down. But I just couldn't find anything, and I had to go to class. I was like, I just have to. It would take me so long to find a place, and sometimes I would just eat my sandwich like walking, or something, like something easy, chips or something, because I just couldn't sit down. And I remember a few times I tried to sit down in the food court area, and I was like, I can't sit here just looking out into the rest of the tables and just be sitting here doing nothing. I couldn't do this. I was like, okay, let me just take out a book or notes or something to read over, to study while I'm eating, and you know, that'd be less, I don't know, it would be, maybe make it easier for me. And so I would take out something, and I would just end up not enjoying my food, because I'm just so hyper focused, aware of what's going on around me. And I would try and like skim through the stuff and read, but I wouldn't really be comprehending. So I would just end up looking at the letters, the sentences, but not really be reading. And so I would just be looking down. It's as if there was nothing there, but so that other people would think that I would be actually doing something, reading. But I would just be sitting there looking down and eating, and I just felt like I'm not enjoying my food, I'm not enjoying this. I didn't like it. So what I'm about to say is something that I've never told anybody, ever. And I just feel like embarrassed, and I feel so basically I got tired of looking for tables. I got tired of all of that, and I just wanted to just feel at peace, eat my food, and just not feel shy. And I it was just so, I was frustrated. And so what I ended up doing was I would try and find the loudest bathroom. Okay, like, you know, the fans, and it would be like really loud. And so I knew, I found the one. It was loud, and there was a whole bunch of stalls and people coming and going, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. And so I would basically go in there, and then on the door where there's like a hook, I would hook my lunch bag on there, and I would close it. So there's like a flat surface on top of the lunch bag, and so I would put my phone there and like watch a movie or something, or watch something, or listen to music or something. And then I would use that flat surface to put stuff, if I had my food, or like I would put it there, and I'm over here eating, and okay. But what I would do is I would, you know, before that, I would wash my hands and everything, try to make it as clean as, I wouldn't be touching anything around the toilet area. I would be standing up, and I would be there enjoying my food. I would hear people next to me flushing the toilet, and I would just think of all the shit particles, and when they flush, going everywhere and like falling on me. And I was like, you know, but and don't think I ever got sick from it, but it's like, that's how shy I was, that I had to hide myself in that little cute stall, and there I felt safe to just be myself, listen to music, watch something, enjoy my food, and just feel like I don't have to feel everybody else's stare or judgment. I don't know, it's just all of that was what got to me. Cause like, why wouldn't you just sit somewhere? And that's what I felt. I felt everybody staring, like judging you, like, oh, look at you, you're by yourself eating, or just looking at you and judging every part of you, and just feeling like you can't feel relaxed. And so that's what I did. I did that for like most of my, I think pretty much all of my time in college. I think maybe the last year I didn't do it, but definitely, yeah, the beginning and everything. Oh yeah. And so see how much, okay. And so yeah, so that's basically what I did. And I feel like, yeah, looking back, like pathetic for doing that. But it's like, now looking back, like, now would I do that again? I feel like I would do it again. I could do it again, but it wouldn't be because I have to. Like, it's not like there's no other way. But I could do it. I'm like, okay, whatever. But now I feel like I can go sit somewhere public and eat and just be okay. And I've even gone to like a restaurant and sat at the bar. So like the bartender is there in front of you, looking at you, and like they're doing other stuff, right? But you're there. You can't hide anywhere. And I've done that. I've sat there and I've made a little bit of conversation with them, but they're like busy. They're doing their stuff, you know, and just I'm there, not using my phone as a distraction, and I'm there eating, and I'm like, compare eating in the bathroom stall to that. That's like, it's crazy. And so now I'm able to walk and hold my head up high and look at people in the eye and even smile at them and make conversations with people at the grocery store. And yeah, go to restaurants, be able to sit there by myself and eat. Like, go about the world and be okay. Yeah, there's days where I just don't feel like going anywhere. You just kind of want to sit inside and just, there's days like that. I'm sure everybody has those days, but for me, now I'm able to do what I could not do before. Like, I just couldn't physically get myself to do it. And so now that I'm able to do that, and I think about like why, because I feel like before I would look at other people that would do that, like sit somewhere by themselves and just eat and like be okay, and I would just think like how are they able to do that? And I see people when I go with other people to like eat at a restaurant, and I've gone with somebody else. And then I would look at other people that would be there by themselves, and I would look at them, and then I would just look at them, acknowledge them, and be like, oh, that's pretty cool that they're able to be there by themselves and not care. And that's it. Like, that's what I would think. So then I would think, okay, so I'm there, I'm talking to the person that I'm there at the restaurant with, you're enjoying your food, everybody's in their own world. Yeah, you look at each other or whatever, but it's not like you're there like, oh my god, you're a loser, like this and that, like, but that's what I would think in my mind, and that's why I wouldn't be able to do those things. But now I'm like, I'm not there judging that person and like, saying all this stuff. I'm just there enjoying myself. Everybody's doing their own thing. So it's like, and that's kind of what made me think about how I was feeling, and kind of become less shy in a sense, and not care so much about what other people are thinking about you. It's the fact that I myself don't do that, so it's like, I don't know. So I feel like that was part of it, thinking about it in that way. And then also just, I feel like time too, just the fact that you get older, and you just get older and you just think about life, and you think about, I'm here worried about what other people are thinking about me, and meanwhile, like, that's my life, it's affecting my life, and they're going about their business, living their life, and I'm over here not doing the things that I want to do because of other people and what they might say to me, or what I think they're saying about me. They're probably not even saying anything, and I'm over here like, so it's like kind of that, I was just so hyper focused on myself and what other people were thinking about me, and then in reality, nobody's caring about what you're doing. And I mean, not nobody, but it's not like this crazy thing. But I mean, you do feel stares from people and this and that, but it's just, I guess, people acknowledging each other. You're just there, you exist. So it's like, and so I feel like just thinking about that and just getting older, and I feel like that's kind of what's helped me become less shy, and being able to, because going to restaurants by myself, that hasn't happen until pretty recent, like within the last year or so. I remember, I might have done it once before that, but so probably within the last 2 years, I've done like going to a restaurant, sitting at the bar. That is like within the last year. But going to a restaurant and sitting by myself, I think I've done that before. But yeah, I mean, pretty recent compared to when I was younger. And so I guess overcoming your shyness, I feel like is about thinking about the fact that it's your life that's being affected and how you're going about the world in this tense kind of just, you don't feel relaxed, you feel just tense, you feel constricted, you feel like just, it's not, and it doesn't feel good going about your life like that. And so thinking about it in that way, it's like, do you want to live the rest of your life? I've already lived probably a third of my life. It's like, do I want to continue living the rest of my life in this way? You know, and then also time, and then also taking steps. Like maybe in the beginning, if you just don't go out at all, maybe go out with a friend or somebody that you know, and go out like that, you know, and keep doing it. And then maybe little by little, you know, get yourself out of it, you know. It might take a while. And then also time, like just kind of thinking, I guess with time you think more, you reflect more, and you just, I guess the more interactions you have, the less you see that it's not so crazy what you think people, I mean, what other people are doing or thinking about you. And it's like, oh, you know, the more you see, the more you experience life, the more you see that, oh, I mean, people are in their own world. And so if you're able to experience those things in a short amount of time, then you can probably not learn that in your 30s. Do that earlier. But also, I think that it's also your upbringing, the things that you experience in life. For me, in particular, I had a childhood where it was a lot of just like just being, yeah, very strict parents, very basically what you don't have a say. Basically, you just do what you're told, and if you don't, you get your ass beat. And just feeling scared and having that authoritative figure looking over you, and just feeling just constantly not knowing what's gonna happen, if you're gonna be screamed at, or so that had a lot to do with it. So if you don't have all those extra stuff, maybe it'll be easier. But I think that had a lot to do with it, why I was the way I was, and just other things that happen in your childhood that traumatize you, where you don't feel safe to be about in the world. And so you're constantly hyper aware of trying to see where is the danger and trying to make yourself feel safe. And being in a stall in the bathroom that's, you know, it's not feeling safe to just be. So if you've ever been in the bathroom stall eating your lunch and you've never told anybody, just know that I've done it and I'm telling whoever sees it. I don't know. But yeah. And if this can help anybody, that'd be cool. Yeah. And another thing, like, I haven't been doing videos, I haven't really been creating a lot lately, just because of, I don't know, I feel like I've been trying to get back in motion of things, but I feel like part of the reason of not doing that is just because I think about, okay, what is this? What am I doing? Who the fuck cares? Who's watching this? Who's gonna care? What's the point of it? Like, and so I just kind of don't do it because what's the point? And then I think about, okay, well, what if, people watch it? What if it becomes viral? What if it, I don't know. Like, would I want that? Would I want, I don't know if I would want that. But at the end of the day, I have had a feeling to do this video, and so I wanted to make it. And if anything at all, it helps just me just get it out and like talking and speaking audibly out, not just in my mind, and like doing all of this to make it. And if it just serves me alone to put it out there, it's for nobody to watch, but at least I got it out there, So even with, like, I've done music in the past, I've made songs, I've done poetry and all of this, and I would never put it out there, I would never share it, I would never, because, primarily it was for me to get, so that was one step. So I got it out there, got it out of my system, and it was helpful. But then to put it out there, and I've done that before, and it's just out there, people can see it, and if they don't, I guess, that you can say that about life in general. Like, why do you do the things you do? Just do them before the experience of life. Why do you, get up and go to work, to earn money, to have the things that you want, to do the things that you want, for what? Like, oh, I'm gonna go watch a movie, I'm gonna go to the park, I'm gonna go do this, for what? I'm gonna die anyway, you're young, you're gonna die. But at the end of the day, I guess it's for the experience of it. So, doing this and trying to get out of my head and thinking that everything is pointless. Because at the end of the day, I watch movies, I consume art, and it's like, what for? What did watching that movie do? I watched the movie and then I finished it, and then now I'm back doing my own thing. But in the moment, I learned something from watching that movie. It made me reflect, it made me think. The people that made that movie, they made it, okay, now it's made, it's out there for everybody to watch. Now what? It's like, will they go on and continue on to the next project? For what? And then you see what they got from it in the process of making that movie. That's one thing. It made them learn new things. It made them realize, reflect on things that force them to grow, allow them to grow, and then you see the effects of that it can have on the people that view it. And then there's so many ripple effects that can come from that. So I look at now me, and then I'm thinking, oh, I'm just me, I'm a nobody, like what the fuck, what does it matter, what I have to say, what is, you know. So if anybody else, you know, can also, I guess, understand what I'm trying to say, then you get it. I guess we get each other. And but I mean, we're all out here. We are all out here trying to figure it out. Nobody has it figured out. If we did, we wouldn't exist, I guess. And so this right here is a part of me trying to figure it out. And so I'm just here sharing because it helps me, but also hopefully something else happens. You know, down the line for other people, or just I guess energy wise, even if nobody watches it, but the fact that you are putting it out there, and you yourself are now vibrating differently because I did this video, and then now I go about my life and interacting with others differently because I did this video. So if anything, I guess that's one thing, that's another thing that can come from this. So, yeah. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope it was helpful, entertaining. Don't make fun of me. Okay, I'm sensitive. I'm a very sensitive person. I'm still shy, but you know, trying to be more of myself. And you know, I mean, it's not bad to be shy and more kind of introverted. That's another thing that I feel like I'm learning, is not to hate who I am and like kind of feel like why am I like this, why am I like this, but understand why am I like this, and not feel like it's something that I have to change, but see it as it is who I am, how I'm acting, getting in the way of me. And if it's not, then you can still be yourself, you know. And it changes. Sometimes you want to be more outgoing, and sometimes you want to be more reserved. And it can change throughout the day. It can change throughout your lifetime. So, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see each other in another video. Okay? And I hope I wasn't so, like my voice wasn't so low, but I don't know, I'm getting used to talking. I'm getting used to talking out loud by myself. I do talk to myself a lot, but it's more in my head or like whispering. But now, like out loud like this, I feel like other people are hearing me, and like, again, see, I'm still working on it. So that would be the next one. That would be the next step. Yeah, okay. Thank you